But right now I'm just trying to keep up with the pace at which they're redoing MSQ. I mean, they're not truly redoing MSQ, but the reason at which they're twisting it a little. It's not as big as, like, the big redos that they've done in the past, where they trim 100 quests and all that. Hey, buddy. I became a bard. Right here. I can't actually do this while talking to you. Hold on. Don't mind me. There we go. I did it! Okay, heavy shot is... I hate that it does this. Heavy shot is A. Raging strikes is Q. Straight shot is G. Venomous bite is V. Nope. 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 And nope. The that's that. That's that. That's 4. That's that. Now I have Peloton. AoE. Jump back. Wind bite. Arm's length. Mage's ballad. Head graze. What a mess! Alright. And then I've got a gauge now, which I want the simple gauge. And I want this... No. Save. Oh, nope. And move down here with status stuff. Keep everything on the bottom half of the screen. Other than this mess. Which I could also move that down. Party list. Make it tiny. Move that down here. Everything on the bottom of the screen, so that when people are talking and the text pops up, it covers up most of my UI. And when I'm chatting with somebody, like, all this big panoramic above my head stays nice and clean. We're about to restart MSQ here. We've got 8 quests to go. 8 quests to go, and then we'll be in Hawk Manor. So, that's the goal. Oh, I can get rid of that propose. Oh, no, I can't. That was a... Okay, so that's a shared action bar is what that is. Oh, interesting. That's going to screw with that. Okay, I may have to rebuild those actions. Oh. Yeah, the bar's not job specific, so I'll need to fix that. Because that's going to screw with role actions. That's fine. Just have to redo it. It's not a lot on it. Okay. Here we go. Trying to, like, so my back's been bothering me because I'm sitting so much. And so, like, A, I want to get the sit-stand desk back going. But B, I've been, like, lurking in Sebi Webby streams. And one of the things I really likes is he does a great job taking breaks. He does a great job just getting up from his desk and stuff like you would. Like I did when I had a desk job. Like, you get up and you stretch and you go get a glass of water. But for you guys that are listening to this kind of like a radio show, like a radio host will run a song and then they'll go to the bathroom or whatever while the song's going. But when I go, like, it just tends to, like, just sit here. And Sebi Webby runs YouTube videos while he goes. But he has all these YouTube videos that are, like, perfect for that. All these goofy videos. So I'd like to start making some videos. I don't have the gifts that he has. He is a master of something. Something incredible. But not really something that there's a word for. But I'd like to start making a series of videos that might be really fun to kind of work. So I think the axial tilt will be the first of those. You know? Tallies and Evatel is a level of production that is hard to aim for. That's something different. That's another. Sebi Webby does something that is in the ballpark of what I do. He just does it incredibly well. Taladin and Evatel is that's like comparing yourself to Bellular. Like, that's just, yeah, I mean, I guess our content is hosted to the same websites, but we are in two very different That's like a prop plane versus a jet. Savvy Webby's just a nicer prop plane, but we're both prop planes. You compare to like Bellular or T&E, that is, you know, like technically I'm on the same platforms as Critical Role. Technically. But also no. like it came out, so when that list on Twitch came out and it showed everybody's income from the top 100. And the top 100 was this, like, started at like $1 million and like declined all the way to like 400 grand. So there was even a discrepancy between like number 99 and number 100. The top earning channel was Critical Role. And like there were a lot of people freaking out at how much some people were making. But when I saw Critical Role's number, it was the highest number. And I can tell you, for the production quality, the amount of content, the scale and breadth and quantity, all of it that they do, all I could think about that number was, it seems small. They must make a lot elsewhere. The Twitch money must just really only be a part of what they do. Because like compared to what it must cost to do what they do, for the number of production agents and merchandise and planners and producers and like writers and artists and the number of just the people on screen and all the people behind cameras and in the editing booths, and it was like $1 million, and I was like, that's not enough. $1 million does not pay that many people. It was $7 million, whatever it was. It was some number that I was like, nope. So those sponsor deals must be enormous. But I mean, they have like 50 billion people watching, and they have a highly engaged community that absolutely, you know, they are very in touch with. So when they recommend a product, they know that it's right up their community's alley. So they probably have an incredible conversion across a very large number. So I assume there's other numbers, but people freaked out at that. What their ad revenue and was it ad revenue and sub revenue, or just it was both ad plus sub. But you don't see sponsorships, you don't see YouTube money, you don't see product placement, you don't see like any of that other stuff. You don't even see if like Twitch might be paying them a separate amount to retain them to keep them on Twitch. You just saw the income from ads plus subs, which is missing. Like the Mixer payout to Ninja isn't in the type of list that leaked. That's a different list. So if any of those deals are on Twitch, which they are, those are different. And so like, and the number came out, it was enormous. But like, all I could think is for how big the number was compared to what they do. No, not big enough. It's incredible what they do. Yeah, and they have books and yeah. It may have been bits too. Yeah. Just shy of 10 million. Whatever it was some number I was like, yeah, it's a big number. Till you look at what they do. You know, like when you go look at the fact that they're out producing many TV shows and out performing many TV shows. $10 million for a TV show, you're like, that seems low. Because you have to assume that the people on screen, especially the people that are on screen regularly, people like Mercer, there's no way they don't have a six-figure salary and earn the crap out of it. Mercer's also like a producer owner, but like Mercer there's a stake in it. So like Mercer individually may be a bad, but like there are members that they're around a lot, and there's no way they're not being compensated for their time. As cool as it would be to be just a guest on Critical Role, I assume the regulars are paid. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Got derailed there. But Savvy Webby, that is somebody to strive for. That is a North Star to admire and emulate and learn from. That is in the realm of possible. Yeah. I think T&E is like the next level. T&E is the very next level above that. T&E is like Bellular and all of that. And then the tier above that are the people who are having rampant and wild success. So they tend to actually be a lot of individuals. They tend to not be teams. And then there's a bunch of teams. So I'd say like individuals in a tier, teams in a tier, individuals in a tier, teams in a tier. And so like the top tiers are like these individuals, XQC and Asmon and all of that. The group above them are the ones that are teams doing it at that level. I think they're more resilient. Like if Asmon gets sick or has, you know, stuff go wrong in his family, which he has in the last year, there's really no ability for his channel to keep producing at that level. Even their big podcast and stuff, it kind of just stalls out. As opposed to something like Critical Role, where like there could be a leave of absence from those voice actors and it would continue on. You know? Yeah. That's another like extra credits and all that. Like there's some that are they're just so big. And it doesn't take that much resilience to get there. Like T&E, like they're still more resilient than a single person. Because it's not one person. I don't know. Interesting aside. It's just a lot of really cool stuff happening in the space. Let's do this, Gunnabald. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Okay. That was a very short quest that I had to come all the way out here for. But that's okay, because now it is time to pray return. To pray return. To pray return to Waking Sands. Now, thankfully, we'll be done pray returning by the time we get to the end of A Realm Reborn. Because from that point forward, we are in the Rising Stones. Because the Rising Stones make more sense, right? Like the Waking Sands are they're out here, right? So they're out here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. I'm not exactly sure where. It's somewhere along this coastline. Might be down here somewhere. And then Mordona's here. And when you look at the region that we're operating out of, post ARR, this makes a lot more sense than this. I mean, still not brilliant sense. And there's something odd about, in Endwalker, we operate out of here. And if we go back to being in Eorzea for 7.0, it would really make a lot more sense for us to operate out of Rodzit Han. Because Rodzit Han is right here. Ish. I'm sure that's wrong. I think it's actually on the northern section of Thavnair. Like, they show it here. But I think Thavnair has... I don't know, maybe the Thavnair zone we operate in is just this bottom corner. So, but it would make sense that Thavnair is a better place to put us, especially if we want to go to Corvos, which is here, or Mercidia, which is here. Well, probably further down here. Operating out of Charlayan doesn't make sense. We can reach out to the forum if we need to, but we don't need to be there. But that's where we are. Thank goodness for the scrolls. Oh, indeed. Oh. Thank goodness for the scrolls. Alright, Minphilia. I'm ready. I am ready. Let's do this. Minphilia. Is this voiced? 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 Welcome back, Meteor. I'm reliably informed to investigate. The investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Yeah, I learned a fair bit, and I murdered some people. Planted knowledge of the summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? No, nothing, midlady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. I'm reaching the halfway point of part 3 if I were in New Game Plus. Does part 3 end with Hawk? Hawk Manor should be right around the corner. That's 2 of... So there should only be like 6 more. Right? I should be done. With this stretch of non-dungeon content. It's really what I hold out for is dungeon content. Oh, I love dungeons. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing. We will pick up La Habrea's scent once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak to her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Meteor. And after Hawk, it's 21 quests until Titan. Yeah, I can't imagine why I was a story skipper. Huh. Yeah, somebody that likes instance content. It's hard to picture why me on a PS3 with load screens, Prey returning, cannot... 10 quests at a time. An hour and a half of questing with little to no killing. I can't imagine why I became a story skipper. That's crazy. That's so wild. I'm having a great time, but as a new player experience, it's really poorly paced. A lot of this stuff could have been things they told me through exposition while like running alongside me in combat. There's a lot of sitting around reading. There's whole chunks of time on end that's a lot closer to a book than a video game. Which is something they've gotten a lot better at. They told a lot of story in Endwalker for the fact that there was not a lot of this, like, read, walk, read, walk, read, walk, except for the first 2 hours. The first 2 hours you had, like, no combat. But everything after the first 2 hours, the rest was this really nice mix of, oh my gosh, let us tell you this story while you slay these 3 things. And it could be better still. So, like, I look forward to, like, if you think about how far they've come, they've gotten a lot better at telling the story they want to tell. Which I think is really their point. They don't regret ARR. They just think that they're better now. Which I think is fair. I think Endwalker's better than ARR. But I'm having a good time. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One. Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ashcrown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Masked One. The Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go speak with Digging One in Medrod. The Digging One is found to be found at Volgord Float in North Shroud. Oh. Okay. That's where I want to be. Isn't Hawk Manor in North Shroud? We are getting close, Leah. Is it not? No, it might not be. Might be Central Shroud. It's Central Shroud. Alright. Take me south, Quest. Take me south. Take me south. I'm ready. Yeah, I've got my 3rd character's Jobstone. And I am just now at the level 27. And all I've done is 2 leveling roulettes. It's mostly been MSQ and job quests. A little bit of hunting log. Maybe 2 fates. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to get a motorcycle on your table there. What are you? You guys just miners? Alright, alright, alright. I'm ready. Please, leave me be, man. I'm not long for this world. Just look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. It's like he came for that poor woman. It's okay, bud. It's okay. It's okay. Here we go. I soothed him. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm gonna suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow. A winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In an instant, I knew right away that masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? Wild. If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye. Anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Madrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork! That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Thanks, man. I did /soothe you. I mean, you're basically perfected. Ding! Thanks for 33, bro. God, it levels so fast. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Should have had goggles on. Among the local fauna, only the scaleskin, known as Z's, could inflict such wounds. That's why some people are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and see if you can find any proof connecting those 3 to the deaths. If that doesn't work, put down another 3, and another 3, and another 3, and another 3. Just murder them all. Oh, okay then. Yeah. I'm up. All right. Let's go murder some stuff. It's got to be the Z's. We're just going to murder Z's until we find the one that did it. And if they didn't do it, then they'll all die. We are very good at murder. Oh, what happened to the forest out here, guys? We concerned about this? No? Anybody? It's just luscious. Luscious. Okay, pass under this rock here. Yes, and what the hell? What happened out here? Oh, it's all like this. Is it... Okay. What happens down at Alder Springs? Does it go back to being forest? No, it's still screwed up. Luscious again. I don't think their climates are driven by the same factors that drive our climates. Because this is a problem. And if I cross into Central Shroud, it's going to be fine. As soon as I get to the other side of that bridge. It's going to be bridge, bridge, bridge. And as soon as I'm on the other side of that bridge, it's going to be all beautiful. So this is all calamity. This is a giant climate shift. Alright. Let's work our way back up closer to Querthos. We did have to pop into Querthos for the Dragoon quest, so like we've been up here. A little bit. Just mostly have some questions. Alright, let's work our way back to where these guys are. So we only blame the Z's. Okay, so they said kill 3 of them. I see 5 of them. Just to be safe, you know, like I don't wanna let the murderer off, you know? They could just, they said the creatures did it. Actually, she said they likely didn't do it, but you know, live your dream. Oh no, that one reset. I wanted all 5. Oh, we pulled the balloon, the finger balloon. All right, well those 2 may have not have done it then. I would think if they were the perpetrator, they would have been more vicious. And they would have definitely, like, chased me that far to rip my face all the way off. Let's get this. See if I can outpace my bird here. Of course I can. Of course I can. Alright, we killed all 5. So, if there was a face shredder in there, face shredder's dead. Unless it's one of these fate ones, but she didn't tell me to kill a fate one. So, it's probably fine. I did get some animal hides. I need more raisins. Okay. Here we go. Ready? You've already seen to the Z's? Good work, adventurer. So you were able to find to suggest the creatures are our culprits? And you murdered Extra? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Z's from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Yeah, we should have started there. Instead of murdering wildlife and looking for like a spare face in its claw. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, huh? Seemingly japes aside, there's a rumor going around, there's some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crack. It doesn't come with much of a fuse or anything. You just throw the thing, and once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some fragments. I'll give them a gander. God, we love destroying stuff. Okay. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was a coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when the shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Well, I'll be. Okay. Okay. I think it's the seeing eye to winged eye. Oh god. Okay, baby, we should not be riding around in first person. That could have killed me. There's the destination. I don't really want to kill any more Z's. You guys did nothing wrong, and I just murdered, like, all of you. Get my bird out. I've eaten my raisins. Turn around, Z's. No, no. Oh, come on, man. You didn't have to die today. You didn't have to do it. I mean, you do now. But you didn't have to. That wasn't a thing. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Alright. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I will stand here and loiter. I sense a hostile presence. A giant scorpion climbs out of a rock. Okay. That takes out that part. Now from here, I need to go... It says down? Alright. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to use my rock. I'm going to stand directly under it in the explosion. Okay. That seemed to be safe. And then I need to pick up 5 aspected crystals. I don't know why I need 5. It seems like these are... 3 should be enough to tell us these are lightning crystals here. Come on. That's what they look like anyway. Alright, man. You picked up 4. It shouldn't be that hard. At this point, you should be pretty good at it. Just shove it in your bag. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Next up, we've got... that's it. They're both done. Okay. It's easy enough. Cool. They'll give up. They won't follow me this far. And these wood whalers wouldn't do anything about it, though. I bet you could pull stuff all the way into town. That's always felt weird. The guards in this game are like, eh. I don't need to protect an adventurer. It's fine. Just let them come in here and wreak havoc here. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. It has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, huh? Nothing, I guess. Oh, why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. We're not alarmed at that at all. All right. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgood. Intentionally or no, you have done us a great service. Have my gratitude. But why does this make me wonder? Is it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic? I don't know. You guys seem content, so I'm content. Oh, snap. No more promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that this killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious, but listen. Yeah, it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Oh, gods, of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. Oh, it's so obvious, but then that means since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. I'm gonna leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians, after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Well, I burn to know the truth. Some of these things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was the rocky area to the west when I had my encounter. Should you discover Arthur Note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Alright. So, since we don't see ostriches, is this chocobo leather? Is that what this is? Those gloves that I had too? I mean, it's the big bird that we ride. It could be Z's feather as well. It could be Z's skin as well. Any large winged creature, really. There's plenty of them. I wonder if they use chocobo leather. Let's jump down. I think I can slide up here and... make it to almost where I need to be. Relatively unfazed here. Can slide around the back. Oh, maybe. Ah, crap. Come on, man. I don't want to murder you. I don't feel rewarded by it. The quest XP is plenty, thank you. I think I'm just murdering wildlife at this point. Alright, floating eyeball. That's what I want to murder. This thing has it coming. Whoa, it does not have a lot of life. You are getting wrecked, bud. Here we go. Excuse me. I'm gonna... There you go. Get off the body. Okay. I picked up the corpse and I put it in my corpse pocket. So we can head back. Easy enough. And this gets the powers of deduction done. I'm really close. I'm really close. We're gonna head south to Central Shroud. And we're gonna see what Hawkman is all about. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah, here's a body. God, good. Not again. I eat off this desk, and you guys bring in and just drop bodies on the floor. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to that horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button is engraved with a lily motif. That very same object was found on another victim. A family sigil? Or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Alright. Lily motif. 34.